Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead / Papaw's place. I'm Papaw. Guys, today we're about to do a little garden experiment here. And I'm just wanting to experiment on this, and I thought I'd show it on a video to see how this works out. So y'all get you a cup of coffee and join along, and let's see what I'm about to do. Now guys, what I'm doing here, I got some of these peat pellets. These little round discs you can buy, I'd bought before. Last year I experimented on one thing and it worked out a little bit, but I got a little different idea this year about how I want to do it. Now I got me some seedlings started in my greenhouse. For you who've been following along, y'all know I got seedlings started. But what I'm wanting to do, I got on my broccoli here, I got some green magic broccoli. And like I said, I got seedlings started on that. And I'm probably gonna do some rainbow chard and I don't know what else like this. But in my bed, I'm gonna take these little peat starters. I don't know what the proper name are. I'll attach them in the screen there. But if y'all seen these before, you just throw them in you some water. And you just wait a little while and they'll get wet and they'll puff up. But while them's puffing up, I wanna talk about merch. See in the title I put free merch. Well guys, I've been working on my website and I got aggravated and I quit. Well, I finally think I got it set up. I got it set up where you can go shop for merch now. And guys, I'm not that computer savvy, so I give up. I'd work on it and I'd give up, but I think I finally got it. But I'm going to put in the description below, if you'll go to www.poorboyslittlehomestead.com, that'll carry you to my website, and y'all check it out. And I'll be updating and changing things and adding recipes and probably adding to the merch collection. And y'all check it out if you will. Also, there'll be a link in the description below this video to where you can go straight to the merch. Now in my merch, it ain't gonna be just Poorboys Little Homestead. Y'all see that I've changed my title to Poorboys Little Homestead / Papaw's place, and it says a little bit about everything. Guys, my videos is a little bit about everything, from how-to videos to reviews to gardening to who knows cooking to whatever I decide to put on there. So I'm just not no homesteading channel. But in my merch, you're going to see shirts, and I'm going to be creating more with different sayings. Some of them may be funny, some of them's kind of serious, some of them you may like. But if you would, go check out the merch. But what I'm going to do for the free merch, I have a few of these shirts. Now these shirts we was making here at home. And all I got is green and brown. And I ain't got but a few sizes. But for this video, the first 5 people that emails me that they want a shirt, and I'll put my email address in the description below to where you can email me and put in there free shirt want it for your title, so I see it, and then give me a little email, maybe who you are and where you're from, and of course you're gonna have to give me your address and I email you back. Also, I'm gonna need your shirt size. Now that's the thing is, I'm giving away the free of what I've got left. But if I ain't got your size, I'll tell you what I got. And if you got a kid or someone in your family that you want a shirt for that size, I'm gonna give you that shirt. Like I said, I'm just trying to give away what I got left here at home of this. For the rest of my merch, I'm not gonna be doing myself. If you order it, it's gonna be printed on demand and came to you, sent to you. But anyway, like I said, the first 5 people that emails that email, you'll get a free shirt. And I'm gonna do this until these shirts are gone, off and on. Like I said, I ain't got that many and I ain't got that many different sizes. So you can see these things sitting in the water here, they start puffing up. It takes them a little while to get saturated and puff up. And these ain't the big ones. But just to give y'all an idea of what I'm gonna do here, I'm wanting to go on and seed some of my broccoli, and I'm gonna just use my broccoli because that's what we're gonna start with, in my raised bed. Now I think we're gonna have another cold front coming, and I ain't gonna put my seedlings out yet. But what I'm gonna do in my raised bed, I'm gonna space a few of these out, and I'm gonna seed them, because you know broccoli seeds is real little. If you just go dropping them in the bed, then you'll forget where you put them, and you can't keep up if they come up or what. Now I know you could mark them with little stakes, but when you have a 2-year-old grandson, them little stakes, he's bad about walking by and pulling them up on you. But these here, I can plant these in there. Plus, it's easy to put them little bitty seeds right here in the top of this little peat moss disc. And then dig it down and put it in the dirt. Well, in a couple of weeks, if them sprouting, then when I come in there and put my seedlings, then I'll space them out in between them. Who knows? You know, sometimes your seedlings don't look good. These may come up looking better than my seedlings. So that's what we're doing today on this little garden experiment. Now, I heard a guy on YouTube video, he has his own channel, he made a comment one time about people making videos and then not showing the end result. Well, guys, it's hard to make a video unless you string it out all year, and I ain't one that's gonna start this video right now, watch it all year, and then put together one video showing you the process of this. You're gonna have to watch my videos, or at least my gardening videos, to see how this works out, and I'll be giving updates on my videos as we go through the year on gardening. Like I said, I can't do a video, or I'm not gonna do a video that I'm starting right here in March, and I can't end it till 4 months from now. That's too much to keep up with. So, to follow along and see how this experiment works out, you need to watch my gardening videos, at least my gardening videos, and you occasionally get updates. Now, any garden video that you see on there, and I don't mention this in, and you want to know because you kind of curious yourself, all you got to do is put in the comments, hey, Papaw, what about them experiments you started in them peat cups? How they turning out? And I guarantee you will get a reply telling you how they doing. And the next video, that's a reminder to me to give an update on it. Because I'm human, I forget. I got a lot of stuff. I like trying different things, experimenting. That's one thing about me is people say, you read on the back of these packs, they gotta be done this way, they gotta be done that way. But that's, guys, that ain't gospel. It ain't all got to be done that way. You can experiment and do different things, and I like doing it to make it fun. But we starting to swell up here, and once we swell up here, these little peat cups has got a little netting around them. Now I'm gonna take them nettings off. That way, when the roots start growing, the roots can go on and easily get out into my soil that's in my raised beds. Now, I know they say that's biodegradable and it'll come off and your roots will go through it, but I'm taking that off of mine. And y'all see that when we go out there to plant. So we're gonna let these things finish fluffing up. Now I got the little ones here. These ain't gonna fluff up very tall. I got the little short ones just to start my seeds in. Like I said, I purchased these probably 2 years ago, and that wasn't the way I like to start seeding. I started making my own seed starting soil. And my seed starting soil, my seedlings look real good last year and this year. And I have a video on that. I'm gonna start mixing up my own seed starting soil. I'll attach above if you want to go back and watch that. Alright guys, it looks like they puffed up. Like I said, these are the little short ones about 1 inch tall, which works good for starting your seeds. Like I said, because as soon as the roots start, I want it to get on out into my good composted soil. So I'm gonna put these right here in this little container to tote them out to the garden. And I got some more swelling up. I went to my garden while these were swelling up and looking. What I'm gonna do today is some green magic broccoli, and then some of my butterhead lettuce. I said Swiss chard a while ago, but my little bed on Swiss chard, I got more seedlings started that's already about that tall in the greenhouse that I'm gonna have enough to fill that bed up anyway. So let's move on out to the garden and get these planted. Guys, this here is one of my 5-foot round raised beds, and this one here is just gonna be my broccoli bed. So what I'm gonna do, my seedlings, I know I got enough to go around the outside, so I'm gonna jump right over here on the inside and make me a little hole. And I'm gonna remove this netting off of this little peat disc. I'm calling it a peat disc. Set it right there in that hole. You see, you can see them peat discs without having to mark them. That way you can keep up with where you planted this little seeds. Then I'm gonna take me one little seed. Take my pocket knife here. That little peat disc got a little hole right in the top of it to drop your seed in. Probably gonna drop 2 little seeds in there. They both come up, then I can thin one off. And I'm gonna cover it with that peat. I ain't gonna cover it with my soil that's in my bed here. And we're gonna do another one right over here. Like I said, I'm gonna pull that netting off because I don't want my roots to have to work their way through there. I think it makes it faster growing, so your roots start spreading out to remove that little netting. Make sure you got your little hole there where you can get down there about 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch. These seeds is little. I think 1/8 inch is plenty when I plant them, or when I started my seedlings, that's what I did, about 1/8 inch. Get little old bitty seeds. And when you're starting these little seeds like this, it's peat. It's easier for them seeds to start in it than it is some of this heavier soil. Guys, this is just little ends off of zip ties I've used out here around the rabbit cages and stuff. And when I was tying my cover down the other day, so I am gonna stick one up there. It ain't gonna stay there long till the first time little coating comes by, and it'll be gone. Alright guys, so we got 6 broccoli plants right here in the middle, and like I said, the ones I got in my seedlings started in my greenhouse, then I can space them all the way around the outside. And if them don't come up, hopefully I got enough that I can do in there. Now, is this worth doing? Well, I wouldn't go buy these little peat pellets to do this, but if you already got some like I did, and I knew I ain't gonna use them to start seeds with, I said, well, that'll be a good thing to put out here, because I do believe little bitty seeds like that starts better in that little peat than it does in this soil that's got all these bigger chunks and got little wood and leaves and all that in it. So this is just a way you can utilize them if you have some on hand like I did. Now I'm gonna do my same thing over on my butterhead. I'm gonna do my butterhead lettuce, about 6 of them. And we're gonna see, because one thing about it, guys, if you plant seeds direct like this and they start coming up, to me they make a better plant a harder plant because you ain't got to harden them off when you starting your seedling indoors. Something you ain't got to do all that. And I just think they make a stronger plant if you start them. So this way I'm gonna have some, if these come up and we don't get another frost or freeze to mess them up, I have some started straight out here and my seedlings. But I'm gonna do my butterhead over here the same way. But right now I'm gonna show y'all a little update on my garden for you who've been following along. Y'all know a few days ago we got our little snow come through here, and 3 nights in the 25 degrees. But lo and behold, so far, I don't think it hurt none of my stuff. But we're gonna go look now. It might, some of my lettuce got a little yellow tint to it, but I think it's gonna overcome it. So I'm gonna take y'all around and show you everything. And this was my strawberries, which I didn't uncover this one because it's open-ended like that. But they looking good. Hopefully they get to looking a lot better. This little pot of strawberries right here, the ice kind of killed some of them back again. But there's plenty enough green there that they gonna come on. Now this little bed right here is where I had spinach. You can see, I figured especially on this end, I said it's gonna be days. Guys, we're about 3 days, 4 days after all that now. I think it's gonna keep going. I don't think the freeze got it. Over here in my little half barrel, this here is baby blend lettuce. Now you can see it's got a little yellow tint to it, but it's looking better every day. And guys, I'm gonna tell you something about when you buy these seedlings and they say it's blends or it's got mixes. For example, last year I bought some sunflowers, supposed to be in a mix pack, showing these pretty sunflowers. Well, it probably had 1 seed of the pretty sunflower and the rest of them was just plain old yellow. And sometimes I'm wondering, like this baby blend mixed lettuce right here, you're gonna end up with a whole lot of one kind of lettuce and you just might have just 1 or 2 or 3 of this here and there in there. Down there on the bottom, you can see my scarlet globe radishes. They doing good. Right there was my golden blend beets. And you can see some spots in there that didn't germinate. Just a while ago I come out here and I planted some more seeds in between them spots that didn't germinate. But guys, you can see these had just popped before that ice and snow, so I figured it was gonna kill everything. But it's still a-coming. Here's some Grand Rapid lettuce. You can see it's got some spots that didn't germinate, but I think by the time that all grows, that's gonna fill in that little container pretty well. And down here on the bottom is some icicle radishes. The ones that germinated, you can see they survived. They doing good. But let's again, just earlier this morning, I went and seeded all them empty spots where they didn't germinate. I seeded some more in there. But it ain't always a bad thing that they all didn't germinate, because I'm the only one eat radishes anyway. So this way I have a few. They won't get done. They all won't get ready to harvest at one time, and then I can harvest me a few here and there just to eat, because I'm the only one that eats them. So it kind of worked out in my favor that they all didn't germinate. Now I had 2 or 3 of my asparagus that done come up, and the frost, that freeze killed them back. So hopefully they'll come out now and get going. Now my carrot bed down here, none of these carrots had popped before that freeze in them 3 nights. I don't know if y'all can see, from here down in this bed is little fingers, and they germinating and popping well. Denver 125s is germinating, popping well, which I hope I get more germination because it's a lot of empty space. But the nannies, from here to there is nannies, and there's a few germinating, starting to pop. But I hope them ain't bad seeds. I hope they go on and pop. Maybe they just later than the other ones. Then on this is Denver half longs, and they ain't, just a few of them pop. So I'm gonna give them, sometimes it takes cats. Sometimes it takes up to 4 weeks for them to germinate and pop, but I'm gonna give them a couple more, another week or so, another week probably, and if they ain't, then I'm gonna reseed some more in there, because I can always thin them out if I need to. Which I don't try to grow big carrots, so I don't care how thick they are. I don't know, I got a video I tried to attach above of my harvest last year, I think it was, out of that other, I had them in another horse trough. That's all that is, an old horse trough. How many carrots I got out of one horse trough. Rutabagas. The rutabagas, you can see the ice, snow don't look like it hurt them. Guys, I figured all this stuff was gonna be dead as a hammer. They coming on. Look like I got some little weeds in there too I need to start picking out. This strawberry bed is doing good, guys. Look at the blooms it's already making. Blooms. I wasn't expecting blooms this early, but it's doing good. My mustard greens. So y'all can see everything survived it. I was scared. Like I said, every 3 nights it was in the 20s. Then here's my little mixed lettuce bed over here. That black Simpson lettuce, you can see it. It popped and growing way faster than this. This is Jericho in the middle. You can see some of it's just now popping. Which I ain't sure some of that right there. I think it's gonna overcome it, because it looks way better than it did yesterday. Them had just started popping. And this here on this little section is, what's that, Paris Island lettuce. And this little strip right here on the top is supposed to be tricolor lettuce. You can see some didn't germinate right down here on this end. This little pot of strawberries right here, now the ice hurt them, but that's because I had it with a plastic bag, and when you have a plastic bag, if that plastic bag is touching it, it hurts it. And that plastic bag, that wind was out of the north, so you can see all this stuff on the north end, it had that plastic on it. Hurt them, but still enough in there, they're gonna make, look at there, there's a bloom right there. Yeah, I come back, and as that one starts making runners, I'll pick out what's dead and stick them runners in the ground and get my pot filled back up and keep going. Also, I have a video on how to get your plant started from runners, if y'all want to go back and look at that. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little short video, and guys, don't forget to go check out www.PoorboysLittleHomestead.com, my website. I've done a lot of hard work and a lot of time spent creating this. At least go check it out. Hit that shop button and go over and check out my merch. Who knows, you might see something you just got to have. But if you like these videos, please subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you'll get notifications every time I put up new videos. Like and share. Guys, the best way you can help me grow this channel is share my videos with anyone who you think might be interested in watching. I got all types of videos. I gotta have something out there somebody enjoys. But guys, as always, I hope y'all have a great day. God bless. See y'all next time.